Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing 10 miles, or I guess today and tomorrow morning I'm doing 10 miles on the Appalachian Trail. This week I got a fun episode. The weather is very stormy. It's inclement. It just keeps raining, lightning, thunderstorm, and then it breaks, and then it comes back, then it breaks. So I got 3 miles to reach the shelter here on the Appalachian Trail. Hopefully I can get there before the worst of the thunder comes. I'm suited up for the rain. I got an umbrella, got my poncho, so the rain's no issue, but the thunder could be. I'm up on a ridge. Anyways, this is the start of a 10 to 12 part series I'm gonna be doing on the Horseshoe Trail. The Horseshoe Trail basically is this very urban, suburban trail that kind of snakes through Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. It's 146 miles or so. I'm starting a little bit ahead, so for me it'll be about 157. But it's a very, as I said, suburban trail, so it goes through a lot of private property. There's only one official campsite along the whole thing. So this is really going to be a stealth camping trail. I'm going to be hiking it in 10 to 20 mile sections every weekend, stealth camping along the way. But it should be pretty interesting. The first two videos, this one and the next one, will still be in state game lands. So stealth camping shouldn't be too much of an issue. But after that, the remainder of the trail, I'll pretty much be stealth camping. That's the Susquehanna River down there. One of the oldest rivers in the world. Right now the weather's actually pretty nice, but those clouds in the distance are storm clouds and they're headed right this way, so I gotta keep moving. It's really quite a nice temperature right now. I think it's in the high 70s, so it's a lot cooler than it has been here, but it's just very, very humid because of all the precipitation we've had in the last few days and today especially. So with this poncho on, this plastic poncho, I'm just drenched, really sweating quite a bit. I want to take it off, but I know I'm just gonna have to stop to put it right back on. This is Table Rock View, is what it's called. From here, I only got about 1 mile left to the shelter. I'm pretty confident about the rain holding off. It said it was supposed to start like 20 minutes after I left my car. And now I've done 2 miles. It's probably been going on 40 minutes or so. So it's holding off pretty good. I do definitely hear thunder out in the distance. It's been going on for a while. I think the storm may be stuck on the other side of the mountains down near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's a pretty good spot right there. But I'm gonna keep heading on towards the shelter. I did bring my tent tonight, so I'm probably going to stay in that this evening instead of the shelter. Unless if it gets really windy, I'll stay in the shelter. It's actually the leading cause of death, I believe, on the Appalachian Trail is tree falls. You know, someone in their tent at night sat next to a dead tree. The tree falls on them in the middle of the night. It's actually a real danger out here. Yeah, it's getting really sunny out. It's poking through. It's pretty warm now. Really working up a sweat. Almost to the shelter. I'm here at the shelter now. I hear people inside of it. So I'm at the shelter right out front of it now. I hear people talking inside of it. So I probably won't be doing any filming. Probably film the outside of it. But at least it's sunny now, so I should be able to keep moving on to the campsite I actually want to stay at, which is another probably 2-3 miles, maybe 4. But yeah, let's check it out. 77. Looks like it's supposed to start raining again at 4 p.m. 5 p.m. thunder. But it's supposed to clear up around 7 or 8 p.m. 5 miles. 5 miles until I reach the tent site I wanted to stay at. So it's a little further than I thought.
To be fair, Canada is pretty similar to America in a way.
Okay, yeah, so just got to the shelter, arrived there, saw there's a group of probably like 10 or 15, looked like high school kids or something. First I thought they might be Appalachian Trail thru hikers, which would be pretty cool. We're a little late in the season for them around here in Pennsylvania, but they weren't, so I'm just moving on now. I see that their forecast looks pretty good. The radar looks pretty alright. There's a chance of rain. It should rain the next hour probably. And then after that, some lightning, thunder probably. About an hour after that. So I'm just hoping somehow it deflects away and misses us. Because it looks like the radar, every time I look at the radar, it just gets better and better. Less rain, less lightning. So doing all right so far. Haven't really had any rain yet, and I hope I don't on the way over to my campsite. As I said, I have like 5 miles to the tent camp that I wanted. I may stop sooner than that, just sleep on the side of the trail if it starts pouring or if there's bad thunder, but I'm gonna try to make it. So yeah, that 3 miles went pretty quick. It's certainly getting darker than it just was about 10 minutes ago. the sun was shining, and now the clouds have come back over top of this mountain. Really got a lot darker. So it looks like the storm is probably moving in. Glad I brought my tent. If I just relied on that shelter, I pretty much would have been forced to stay in there. And I don't really want to stay in there with a bunch of loud people. Also, I could have brought my bivvy, but if I brought my bivvy, I would have just been soaked. I brought my nice big 3-person tent. That's my favorite tent. That'll keep me nice and dry tonight. I took my poncho off and I feel so much better without it on. That big garbage bag, just trapping the heat in. But I fear I'm gonna have to put it back on the next hour. So probably getting just as wet with that thing on in the rain. It's starting to drizzle a little bit now. Got my umbrella out. No thunder yet, at least. Okay, here's my spot. 8 miles later, just about 6 p.m. Pretty nice. It's a flat spot. Even got a fire ring. Might try to make a fire tonight. Everything's very damp, so it may be a little difficult. It's set up here too. Yeah, it's a very nice campsite. I like it. Got some nice seats. That was a good hike. That was fun. Luckily, the weather held off for the most part. It was forecasted to be rainy and lightning and thunder pretty much up until now. But it just drizzled a few times on the second half of my hike. It's drizzling a little bit when I got here to the campsite, but I can see the clouds clearing a little bit. I can see some sunlight up there. So we got some beautiful weather. It's such a nice temperature. It's probably like below 80 degrees. It's humid, but it's very comfortable. When I was hiking, it was pretty hot and muggy, but once I stopped, it's just the perfect temperature, cooling off. So now I'm gonna set up my tent, show you guys that tent, and now I'm gonna make some dinner. After that, I might start a fire in here. Who knows? See where the night goes. Just scoping out for a spot. I see there's a dead tree right there. Right over this spot. Over that. There's another dead tree. So I'm gonna stay away from those because you never know. In this stormy weather, the winds could pick up. Knock that thing right over. Looks pretty good right here though. There's nothing dead right next to it. That one might be able to reach it, but it's kind of far away. There's a dead one there, but that's also probably far enough away. I think this is the spot. Starting to shower again. I'm gonna quickly throw my poncho on and set up my tent and crawl inside there. So this tent I got is the Z-Packs Triplex. This thing came across the country with my wife and I on our Pacific Crest Trail backpacking trip last summer. I love this tent. It's super light. This is a 3-person tent. It's huge inside. It only weighs about 1.5 pounds. But you have to carry stakes as well. So I have 6 stakes that I need to set it up. And you use 2 trekking poles as the supports. So you have to take that into consideration. But overall, you know, it's probably 2.5 pounds set up. So it's very light. Next, you take your trekking poles and you put them in the support slots. There's these little like pockets near the mesh openings to each side of the door at the top. You extend them and put them on each side, and they act as the 2 main support beams for the tent. And that's pretty much all you need to do. You just gotta then go around adjusting the guy lines on the 4 corners to kind of even out the fabric on the side of the tent. Adjust the tension. And then you don't need to do this, but it helps especially in the rain. And if it's very humid, you need to air your tent out better. There's 2 more strings on the side that kind of open up the sides so you can get ventilation in. So I'm going to do that tonight. Okay, and there we are. All set up. I'm going to move in, start cooking. I'm kind of dehydrated. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I probably should have brought a little bit more water than I did. I brought basically 2 liters. I drank a Diet Coke before I started hiking. But I brought 2 liters and I need some for dinner. So let's call that half a liter. So I pretty much have half a liter and then a quarter of a liter left to drink. Shouldn't be too much of an issue because I just have tonight and then like basically a mile to down the trail tomorrow. I should be hitting creek. And then next weekend I'm gonna basically continue from where I ended today or tomorrow and basically go up on the ridge on the other side of the valley. It's gonna be a pretty big climb, pretty good climb, and up there at the top of the next ridge is where the Horseshoe Trail starts. And from there, it's 146 miles to Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. To, you know, the Revolutionary War, where all the troops got sick and they were in there for the winter. That's where the Horseshoe Trail ends. So it'll be 146 miles, mostly through farmland, private property. There's very little actual camping, but I'm going to be stealth camping it. So that'll be fun. Just noticed I have this giant hole in my sleeping bag. I was seeing a lot of feathers last stealth camp in the Wendy's back lot, and that must be where they're coming from. So luckily I have a little patch that I can use on it, and I can patch that up so it doesn't lose any more feathers. Okay, so worked up quite a hunger hiking that 8 miles. I brought some roasted garlic, Parmesan, Idahoan instant potatoes. When I was through hiking, these were a savior. I love these things. They're super light and very filling. Definitely got sick of them a little bit though. We'd eat them like almost every night. And then I got canned French style green beans just for my my vegetable. I gotta stay healthy. And lastly, I got Hereford roast beef with gravy meat. It's like this packaged pouch of roast beef. So this is pretty interesting. I've never had this before. It sounds pretty good. It had potatoes in the front, so I thought it'd pair perfectly with some Idahoan potatoes, the product of Brazil. When we were on the PCT, the same brand, they produced, what is it, like barbacoa, like shredded beef, which is actually pretty good. You can tell it's like lower end meat, kind of tough, but you know, when you're backpacking, it's very good. These are quite heavy though. So easy preparation. Just got to boil some water, get the potatoes going. Then I'm just gonna basically, once the potatoes are nice and hot, just throw the meat in there with it and let the potatoes heat that up. And then the beans I'll just throw on top as well. Just probably mix it all together. That's all the water I have left for tonight. This roast beef smells pretty good. It's nice looking slop now. It's like Sunday dinner. Let's try it. Oh guys, this is really good. The proportion between the potatoes and the beef, the beans with that gravy, it's just fire. It's so good. It's such a hearty, warm meal on this damp evening. This is about the absolute best you can get for like backpacking food. The meat's a little heavy, and of course the beans are heavy, but for short trips, this is truly amazing. Doesn't look super appetizing. Kind of just looks like slop, but the tastes are really good. For backpacking food, that's a 9.5 out of 10. No regrets. I'm just gonna finish this up now. Get back to you guys. Peaceful evening. All set up. Had dinner. It was very filling and delicious. Wish I had a little more water, but it should be alright. Someone left some wood here. I think I'm gonna start a little fire just to dry off. Okay, no fire in the fire pit tonight. All the wood's very wet, and I can't seem to get it going. I'm gonna head to bed pretty soon and try to get some rest. Hopefully my headache goes away by the morning. It's definitely, I think, mild dehydration. So in the morning I'm gonna try to take my crap down, get down to the creek pretty quick. It's not too far, and get some fluids in my system. So yeah, thank you guys. Got this MRE for tomorrow morning. Got the pork sausage patty, maple flavored. Gotta hang my my bear bag up. This thing's basically just a Kevlar kind of knit bag. And you just put all your smells and food in. You just tie it to a tree, basically, and these are supposed to keep bears and little mice and stuff out of your food and trash. So I'm gonna probably tie it to this tree right here. It's just beautiful out. Got a nice breeze coming out of the valley, up the hill. It's some fog rolling through intermittently. In my tent here, check out my absolute mansion of a tent. Got all this space. Very nice indeed. So I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Took some melatonin, it's hitting. Starting to feel it. Yeah, good night guys. See ya. Morning everyone, I'm here at my campsite along the Appalachian Trail, and it was the perfect night last night. It was the perfect temperature. I was able to use my sleeping bag without being too hot, and it was just overall a great sleeping experience. Just about to take my bear bag down and get moving. I need some water. Pretty thirsty. I ran out of water last night. Time to take down my tent. I'm not very good at folding up tents. That's usually my wife's job. Okay, I got a mile and a half to the spring. We're gonna get some water, and then I'm gonna do my eat my MRE for breakfast. Pretty hungry. Some snake skin, looks like rattlesnake maybe. Let's try out this MRE. Let's see what we got here. Granola, grape beverage powder, no fruit juice. Got the heater. This is the pork sausage patty. Okay, maybe this is the pork sausage patty. This might be the sauce or something. Then we got smoked barbecue almonds. It's an interesting breakfast flavor. Maple muffin top, table syrup, maple syrup. And that's all. So let's get it going. Got that cooking. I think we probably got coffee in here. Yep, looks like we got coffee. So I'm gonna make some coffee as well. I'm gonna try this grape beverage powder. Not very purple. It's pretty good. Next, let's try the dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. Oh, this is Mountain House dehydrated with blueberries and milk granola. I've actually had this before in its commercial form, and it's actually pretty good. Just gotta let it sit for a little while. Let's check out this muffin top, maple muffin top. Okay, so it's kind of like a pancake kind of looking thing. That's pretty good. I'm gonna eat that with my maple patty. These are the barbecue almonds. That's good. Some good almonds. Okay, let's check out the hot food. This is the patty, I believe. Looks like smells like a sausage patty. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. So this is like hash brown. Here's the patty. I'm just gonna throw the patty right in there. So that's the patty. Let's try the hash browns. Patty. Okay, the maple sausage patty. It's kind of dry. You know, you can tell it's very processed meat. The hash browns are pretty good. They're both alright. The maple patty. I'm gonna try this with syrup. Give the hash browns a 8 out of 10. The sausage patty, like a 7. Alright, and then got the muffin top. Muffin top itself is pretty good. I'm gonna try it with some syrup. It's basically just like a kind of pancake, kind of cake thingy. Give the muffin top a let's try a syrup. It's a solid 9, 9.3 out of 10. That's a really good like dessert item. Okay, that didn't really heat up the hot water. I think I'm just gonna drink cold coffee. It's good coffee. It's not watered down this time. Pretty good. Instant coffee. Lastly, I'm going to try the Mountain House granola with milk and blueberries. Granola, Mountain House granola is pretty good. I've had this before. It's a nice little treat. Alright, I think I'm just going to finish up this MRE now and hit the trail and get to my car and head home. Let's see what gum flavor I got in the MRE. I've had cinnamon and mint before. Just cinnamon again. Headed down the hill on my last little leg of this journey. Overall, I'd give that MRE, the maple sausage MRE, you know what, it was really good. It had many more pouches than normal MRE, like actual hot food. It had the patty, had the hash browns, or I guess they're hash browns, and it also had the granola with milk and blueberry, which was also really good, freeze dried, and the little pancake maple muffin. That was very good as well. So the weakest part was the patty, but overall the whole thing was really good. I would consider that in the upper tier of MREs I've had. I'd give that probably like a 9.4 or 5. Pretty good. It's a very hearty meal. Hey guys, just got in my car again. I'm enjoying the nice cool AC after that humid 10 miles. Thanks again for joining. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support. But anyways, I just finished the 10-mile section on the Appalachian Trail. Next week I'll be back to this parking area to start off and head up this mountain on the other side of this river over here. And that's where the start of the Horseshoe Trail is. So that'll be the 10 to 12 part series coming up, where I'll be tackling the 147-mile expanse of the Horseshoe Trail. I'm excited for that. It's going to be a stealth camping extravaganza. As I said, it snakes basically through the countryside, through private property mostly. So it's going to be all stealth camping pretty much, other than next week. Next week I'll still be in the state game lands, but after that it'll all just be stealth camping. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again. Have a great day.